Hello again, and welcome back to the Karuna Chronicles. I'm Don, and I hope all of you are doing well and happy. Okay, so we're going to go into the last of the four immeasurables, which in Sanskrit is called upekkha. And upekkha means equanimity. Well, that's a long word. Let's parse it a little bit. Equal nature or equal experience. So that means that we look at things in a bit of an unbiased way or a level way. And we're experiencing it as in between polar extremes. But on an intrinsic level, it means so much more than that. It means that we experience everything in life on the same, in the same frame or the same way. This is hard to explain. Better if I use an example. I go to the racetrack to watch the horses run, and I love horse racing. So I go there, I've got some money in my pocket, and I bet on a horse to win. That horse doesn't win. So I'm looking at it and I'm disappointed because I'm all excited. I'm watching the horse. It's competitive. It looks like it can win, but it gets beat by a nose by another horse. And I'm disappointed. I'm sad. I'm thinking, oh God, I just lost $50 or whatever it was. And, you know, there's all of these things running through my head, my emotions, and so on. There's no equanimity there. Okay? On the other hand, if my horse wins, then I have the opposite experience. I have the elation of choosing the right horse. I have the elation of seeing all the fans in the stand with me cheering on that their horse won the race too. I have the knowledge that I'm going to go to the window and cash a check and get more money than I bet, and I'm going to be richer for my experience. That is not equanimity. Equanimity is taking all experiences as one so that I can participate in what I just described to you, the highs, the lows, and everything on the same basis, so that it's okay to experience a high or a low. It's okay to feel emotion strongly or not so. But as we live our lives, we live it on a calm, equal basis, so that as these external things happen to us, and as these temporary highs and lows and wins and defeats come our way, we keep them in the temporary realm and have an equanimity or a level of experience of sympathetic joy, compassion, love, the rest of the other three immeasurables, and everything else that we're trying to look at in our lives becomes more balanced. It's not negating any type of our human nature, any aspect of our human nature. It's fully participating in it, but letting it go as well, seeing that its nature is impermanent and being involved in the activity of it as it is impermanently and letting it go. Once we let it go, then we're back into our equanimity or the levelness or the evenness of our being. And that helps us a great deal because it enriches the experience of our human nature, proves to us that that nature is impermanent because we're going from experience to experience to experience and realizing through each experience that it is impermanent, and still participating fully in the joy that others feel. So I'm surrounded by fans that have their $2 tickets and they're going, our horse just won. You know, the owner of the horse, the trainer of the horse, the jockey of the horse itself is happy that it's won. It won. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's impermanent because as soon as it crosses the line, yes, it's a winner, but it goes back to the barn and eats hay. I go home. Everybody disperses at some point, and that experience is over with. Underlying this, we should be practicing equanimity because we don't carry with us the ego that we're such a good horse player, or the defeat of, oh my God, I lost my kid's tuition for the next semester of his college, you know? No. What we want to find is a balance, and that's what equanimity is, between being human and experiencing our human nature and having our divinity as calm and peaceful and completely without the ups and the downs of our human nature. That this is the water in the well, the reserve that we have, or the nature that we have, that is always available to us, and that is ever unchanging, and that is always perfect. And that's what equanimity is that we can rely on that as the basis of our being. Equanimity is the direct experience of our soul, Buddha nature, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call it. That's the direct experience of it on an unedited, a non-impermanent basis. And if we can cultivate this, and it's not easy to do. We're very much involved in our humanness, and we should be. I mean, we're human. We can't deny this, and we don't want to deny it. What we want to do is see it for what it is. That it is the e-ticket ride sometimes. That is, it is the roller coaster of our life, and that it is something that is unreliable as the basis of anything that we can see as calm and peaceful and ever unchanging and always ready to benefit ourselves and others. No, our human nature is very unpredictable, and equanimity is the closing of the gap between the calm perfection and the random nature. That's what equanimity is. I encourage you to look at it, see if you have any in your life. You do. And see through the other things that I've explained. As you practice these, you'll notice that equanimity grows and grows and grows. And in my own personal opinion, I believe that it is one of the most important practices in your life. See things as they are and experience them as they are. And you'll find that your reality begins to become calmer, more peaceful, sharper because it's truth-based, and not excitable because it's emotional or thought-based. And again, nothing wrong with our human nature, but we're a composite being. We want to rely more on the expression of our eternal nature as expressed through our human nature. That's what equanimity helps with. Okay? Thank you very much. And the next time I'm going to make a few comments about how we see our ordinary lives and how we experience them through this focus. Okay? Thanks again for watching the Karuna Chronicles. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you want to find out what's coming, hit the subscribe button. We want this to be an open forum, so we welcome your comments and questions, and we'll endeavor to answer them as quickly as we can. Again, thank you very much.